The Painting with Magic Show with Brandon Thomas is brought to you by BrandonThomasArtSupply.com, home of the Brandon Thomas product line, and by the Brandon Thomas Instructor Team. Go to BrandonThomasArt.com to find an instructor near you.
Hey, it's Brand T here with the Painting with Magic Show. And today we're going to do another little fun painting for you. Today I have my 16 by 20 canvas covered with my thin even coat of my amazing white medium. And all it is an oil-based medium, okay? Thin oil-based medium, specifically for our technique here of wet on wet painting. I get questions all the time, is this gesso? It is not gesso. You cannot use gesso with oil colors. Gesso is to seal the canvas off. This white stuff you see right now, the white canvas showing, that is gesso and it's dry. Okay, you cannot paint oil paint into the gesso. And when it's just dry, then you put the amazing white on top of that, and then we paint on that wet. So now we have that understood. Let's go to the oil paints I'm using today, and I'm using my Grumbacher pre-tested oil colors. I get questions on this every show, so I thought I'd go ahead and answer it every show at the beginning. This is the pre-tested oil color line from Grumbacher. This is what I use, and I'll have a link in the description to Grumbacher's website so you can find a retailer store near you or somewhere you can purchase it from. And these are perfect for our technique here of wet on wet painting. They have great, beautiful pigments in them, and I know you'll enjoy using them. So the colors I have will be in the description instead of going across the screen. That way it's easier for you to find the colors. You can copy and paste them into Google so you can find and order your colors you want or need. So with that being said, let's get started in it. So what I thought I would do today is a fall scene, getting into the fall. Not a full-blown autumn scene, but stepping into it in a way. So you can see I have orange on the palette. So I plan on having some orange tree here, maybe some evergreen here or something, a mountain in the distance. I think it'd be a fun little paint to do. So, if you're ready, here we go. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll take the 2-inch brush and we're going to a little touch, just a tiny touch, of the Prussian Blue. Just a small amount. I don't know if you can tell exactly how small I have it here, but it's a thin amount. You can still see the grain of the wood in my palette coming through. Very small amount, okay? All right, let's go up here now. All right, starting at one corner of the canvas, we'll start painting that across using a nice X stroke. Okay, there we go. As you can see, it's gotten lighter as I went across the canvas because the amazing white is going to blend with the paint. Now, I'm not even concerned too much about the sky. The sky is not important, and so I'm not going to be too concerned about it. Alrighty. Okay, then once you do this, let's go across it. And that's about it right there. That's good. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to reload the brush. Just reload the brush here. A small amount of the Prussian Blue. And I'm going to start putting some water down here at the bottom. And to do this, we're going to take one corner like this, one edge, and go straight across it. And then work it up. Work it up to about 1 inch to 2 inches to your sky. So you leave about 1 inch or so from your sky. And this is some water, just in case we have some water today. I think that would be nice, okay? And it's that simple. You can put water in. If you don't like it, you can always change it, right? Okay. There we go. And the canvas I'm using is a Frederick Artist Red Label. I get questions about those too. There we go. Alright, now that we have our sky and our water in, what I want to do now is focus on the mountain in here. I didn't want to focus on the sky a lot today. I want to get a mountain in here fairly quickly, and then we can start working on the rest of this picture. So, I'm going to set down the 2-inch brush, and I'm going to grab myself a filbert brush, little number 6 filbert brush, and I'm going to take the Prussian Blue, and then I'm going to grab a little touch of titanium white, and then I'm going to grab a little burnt umber, okay, and then maybe a touch of this orange, because the orange will gray the Prussian Blue. Now the burnt umber is a dark orange, okay, and that's already grayed, but the orange will give it another gray tone to it as well. Okay, I'll tell you what, let's go up here with this. Okay, so now I want to start sketching out my mountain here shape, and it's not going to be too complicated of a mountain. Something like that. Okay, that's simple. And then I'm going to start filling in the shadows of this mountain. Okay. I'm having the highlights go to the left side today. Okay, you can see this mountain starting to come to life. And this can be a simple blue and kind of white mountain today. That's what I'm kind of going for here. But look how easily you can line out your mountain. It really doesn't take too much, and you can start lining out your mountain. Okay, and at the base of that, I'm going to take my 1-inch brush and then start kind of blending out the bottom. Alright, let's grab another 1-inch brush, and I'm going to take some titanium white on another filbert brush, I mean. And then we'll go up here and start working on my highlights. Okay. And this is going to turn to kind of a middle tone because it's going to mix with everything through here. And that's okay. This is just getting it roughed in, really. And this is a technique you can use for really detailed mountains. I mean, if you get the colors going right, it's just getting the textures and getting everything flowing in the direction that it's supposed to be going. Okay. Some highlights and shadows and everything else going on. Back to the other foot brush, I had dark on it. And this is to be a softer mountain. This is to be a softer mountain. You can see some of those details starting to come through, but But this is just to kind of show you kind of a new technique to do mountains with. A lot of people say they can't use the palette knife to do mountains. Well, you can use your filbert brush to do mountains. You can use a fan brush to do mountains. You can use all kinds of stuff to do your mountains with. Okay. And then we can just take our 1-inch brush and just kind of over that just a little bit. And this kind of gets you started out, kind of getting your shapes and different things going on. And then you can come back with the palette knife and kind of touch it up a little bit, if so be it. I'm not using any pressure on this either. It's just coming off the brush. Just let it kind of gum it up a little bit on the brush and then let it roll. Almost like you're using a palette knife in a way, but you're using the brush. Let it roll a little bit. Okay. Alright, but you can see different shapes that I may not be seeing, and this could be a good way for you to make your own different style. Now you may be saying, well, that you said the highlights are coming from the left side. Well, dominating it is, but sometimes you'll see these snow peak mountains that'll have this going on for it, and you can't really tell typically too much where every shadow is coming from. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to actually mix up a light blue color. A little Prussian blue with that. And then we'll go right up here and throw that in there too. And that'll help add some more depth to the mountain by adding different shades of the blue in there. That can really help you too. So we have a darker blue, we have a lighter blue going through. But there's different shades of blue can get you going and get you something looking pretty good. I can't spend too much time here, but it's starting to shape out where I like it. But I recommend to have a couple filbert brushes ready to go for this if you're planning on doing this. So because it's a constant back and forth, highlight, shadow, mid-tone, shadow, color, highlight. You know, it's the normal drill, right? Kind of same way with a palette knife, but a palette knife you can clean it off and dry it fairly quickly. A brush is a little different story. Now, there we have our, I believe we have our mountain here. And then I'll take my 1-inch brush again. And just kind of do that to the base. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I just took a look at it again. I kind of want some more stuff going on here. And this is not supposed to be a very coarse looking mountain. It's supposed to look soft. It's supposed to look soft. But these mountains, like I said, and you're trying to shoot these type of mountains with a full-blown video on it, it can make it kind of difficult to get it done right. Let's smash in a few little things like this. Just gives it some textures in here. So what I've done now is I've grabbed a touch of the black and mixed it in there, and I want to go in here and add even more shadow, detail shadows in some of these areas. Okay, I just think it needs some more depth in some of these areas, so I'll just do this. Now, whenever I'm typically doing these tile of mountains, I really take my time in doing them. Now I'll take my fan brush and I'll kind of kick it in here and kind of blend some of these areas. Now I could use another filbert, but the fan brush is a nice blending tool, which supposedly that's what the fan brushes were first designed to be, was to be a blender. Now, like I said, this is going to be a soft mountain. It's not supposed to be a in-your-face type of mountain that we normally create on here. We don't really create too many soft mountains on here. This is probably one of the first ones. Okay. And I think that's pretty good. Get some more dark in here. And it just brings out some of the things. You can even use a hake brush and start softening some more of this mountain. There we go. Nice and soft. Nice and soft. Nice soft mountain. There we go. Good. Alright, now that we have our mountain completed and it's finished, let's start working on the bottom base here. Like I said, I want to get into fall. They may say, no, that's a winter mountain, man. What are you doing? You'll see these mountains like this in different areas where you'll see it off in the distance, that big, beautiful snow mountain, and then you'll start seeing these fall colors start to take place. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to have a nice thick section of mist or fog with trees coming through here. We'll put a nice tree here, and then we'll be ready to go. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get started with this. So I'm going to take a number 6 fan brush, and I'm going to go into Sap Green and a little light blue color we had going on, and then a little touch of burnt umber. Alrighty, and let's go back here now. Okay, right under this mountain here, we're going to start working on these trees. And I'm just going to do up and down strokes, just like so, to make these trees. And I want different colors going on. A little hair. And so I'm just going to kind of throw these in here. Keep it up, straight up and down. Keep it straight up and down. Okay. And then we'll go a little darker green. So a little bit more of the Sap Green. A little more of the Burnt Umber. Alrighty, back in here again. And just kind of play it back and forth with these different colors through here. Like so. This will start giving us that fall look, and I'm going to show you how it's going to get there here in just a little bit. With these trees. Switch over to another clean one. And I'm going to take cadmium yellow now. And go through here with some of the cadmium yellow. Anybody saying that looks like a highlight color? It does, but it also looks like dead trees. They're dying out. They're starting to die out. Okay, starting to die out. And then we go to the orange. And start putting the orange ones in. Now that's when it starts looking like fall. Is back here. Orange is the official color of fall. For me anyway. That's just the... When I think of fall, I think of the orange color. Some orange back there. And then I go back to the other brush that had the green on it. The Sap Green, a little Burnt Umber. And just kind of fill in some of this stuff so it's not just unfinished. It's just kind of the background look to this beginning of fall. The beginning of fall. And it's going to get that orange brown look. See that brown look coming through? That's because it's mixing with all the other colors. And it's good. It's good stuff. Okay, I'm going to take a liner brush now. And I'm going to use it to thin down a little bit of this Burnt Umber. With a little Amazing Clear. I'm just going to put in a little tree here. Maybe a couple little trees. And you know the drill, it has to go in the water too. It has to go in the water too. There. And then we can make a splash with this brush with the orange. And then I'm going to take some Amazing Clear, just a small amount of Amazing Clear. I have some in a little jar. I'm going to tap it right into this orange. And then we're going to get a close up on this and show you. Right back here. I'll take this brush, it's open. And I'm just going to punch in a few of these on it back here. Oh yeah, there we go. See? And that was the rubber mat underneath me, guys. You all tried to say it was something else last time. But and I threw it in the water as well. Okay, so we got it in the water. And so we're going to take back into yellow again. Just to make it a little bit more fiery. And then I'll take and put a little Amazing White in it. And then we'll go back here and we'll highlight this. There we go. Oh yeah. See that now popping? Popping. And then into the water, same colors. Boom. Now I'm going to put this all in the water. So I'm just going to kind of pull it down a little bit with a 1-inch brush. Now when I get over this top of this big thick paint, I'm just going to graze it down. Just whew, easy. Good. And then going across it. When you go across that, easy. You hear me wiping off on a paper towel? Boom. Little small hair there. And then we'll take some burnt umber. I'll roll that. Boom. And then with a little bit of white with it, I can come back in here and I can highlight it. Now normally I wait until October to start my doing the fall stuff. I really do. That's when I really get into the fall mood. So I'm going to take a little bit of this amazing white and titanium white together. And put a little water line back here. You may be saying, why isn't the mountain into the water? Because the mountain's a little farther away. Obviously, in real life, maybe it would. I don't know. But that's not the point of this video. And not all paintings should you put it in there. Really, I'll just be honest. Because it can start getting tacky. Alright, there we go. Alright, now that we have our background here in here, you get that fall going on here. I'm a fat kid, so it looks like candy corn. I'm ready to eat it, so I gotta get through here. I'm just joking. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get ready, get monkey faced on it, and let's put that big beautiful orange tree in here. Maybe put a path, an evergreen tree, and we'll call it ready to go. Alrighty, so here we go. I'll take the big winch brush and just take some cadmium orange. There we go. Get that orange going. Yeah, there we go. And then burnt umber. I'll make a darker one first. Darker one first. Darker one first. There we go. Let's go up here. Right here is where we started off, man. Oh yeah, there we go. Boom. Now that will get you going. I want that orange. I want to be a lot of orange in here, man. Get that orange in there. I really like orange too. Orange is another one of my favorite colors. And I'm just going to fill this in with the orange just to mock it up, lay it out. Just to kind of lay it out. There we go. Monkey faced on it. Boom, bang, zing, jang, bang. There. Alright. Let's take the old filbert brush. And I'm going to take burnt umber here. And then I'm going to run me a trunk through it. Zoom. Zoom, 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 zoom. Like a race car. Oh, there we go. Okay. So then I'll thin down some color. And there. And you can just start putting these in here. Now, I remember last week we did the tree, and I said that we put the tree in here first, and then we start doing the trunks. Same way we're doing it here. Just a little differently. When it's on a smaller scale, it's easier to, instead of having to go ahead and outline everything. Now, we may not get to that evergreen tree. May not get to it. And then I'll take the titanium white with some burnt umber. Birch trees, man, look really good in these fall scenes too. There we go. And I'm just going to just put me a little bit on this. So whatever shows through is going to be nice little details. Nice little details. Now I try to keep these videos as quickly done as possible. And then we're going to start to highlight that tree. And we're going to start to highlight. Start pick you out an area and just start going with it. And if it's not sticking, add a little more amazing white or add a little more amazing clear to it. And you can get it going. But I do hope you enjoyed this little painting today. I really hope you enjoyed the different technique for a mountain. I tell you, these mountains here are trickier because it makes you want to give up quicker on them. It makes you want to stop because it looks so ugly at the beginning. It looks so ugly at the beginning that almost every time I paint one, I'm like, I don't know if that's going to come out or not. So. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Then down here at the bottom, I'm just going to kind of push it up a little bit and create kind of tall, grassy effects. And we'll come back and we'll throw in some of this green too. So let's throw a little green in there with it. Sap Green. Because you're still going to have some green. You just can't have it just all one simple orange in here. You know, you got to kind of break it up some. Some of the green would be nice in here too to break it up some. Then I can throw a few little highlights in it. And you can just throw a few little in here to kind of give it a little more detail. You can have some kind of cattails or something growing up down here. I think that's what we'll have down here. We'll have some cattails growing up. And a few little, these right through here. The trick to doing the cattails is to go below the stem. Go below the little curly Q, right? The little boom. And then boom, you have some cattails. My old grandma said you could brush your teeth with those. I don't know. I don't think I'd try that. I don't think I'd try to brush my old tooth with it. Okay. There's that. White and all these other colors on it. Just kind of pop in some more color. Now I know some rocks would be nice in this, and maybe I'll throw a few little rocks in here real quick or something, or like I said, we was going to have a path in there, wasn't we? So burnt umber on the palette knife. Boom, there's your path. Highlighter up. And we'll do a rock too while we're at it. Might as well. And then highlight him the same way. And then just put some of those grasses in there. Add it. Boom, 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 boom. Maybe some green, orange over here. Comes in. All kinds of crazy stuff going on. Put some more of that green into it. It needs more of that green. It's too flat. Okay. There we go. There's our painting. Alrighty guys, this one here is a finished painting. I know I had to speed up at the end, but sometimes the time starts getting a little tight, and so I have to start speeding it up a little bit. Hopefully we didn't have to cut anything down in this video. I know it's probably longer than 29 minutes, so who knows. But anyways, this is a fun project to do. I love doing October, September, the fall weather paintings. Are just beautiful. It's this time of year where God takes his paintbrush out and he goes wham, bam, bam. There are all kinds of beautiful colors going on. And it's a beautiful time to be an artist during this time because you see so many beautiful colors. And if you're just now becoming an artist, you're going to really see things in a whole new light, a whole new set of eyeballs. Alrighty, so I hope you enjoyed painting with me today. I know I enjoyed painting with you. Please subscribe, comment, like, and if you have any questions, please visit brownthomasart.com. And if you need any products, please consider going to brownthomasartsupply.com. I know we'll really appreciate it, and you'll get a good quality product. This one's ready for the art gallery. So is yours. God bless you, and I'll see you real soon.
The Painting with Magic Show with Brandon Thomas is brought to you by BrandonThomasArtSupply.com, home of the Brandon Thomas product line, and by the Brandon Thomas Instructor Team. Go to BrandonThomasArt.com to find an instructor near you.